Hello, my lovelies. Happy Tuesday. Come on in. Let's get busy. It's Tuesday. Time to get some stuff done. Yay. Here they come. Yay, yay. Hello. Who's there? I see a few people working it in. There we go. There's Rebecca, who's looking forward to some tips before going to work. Excellent. Good to have you here, Rebecca. I think we have a couple of things. And there's my girl, Donna. You've been doing so well, Donna. I'm so pleased with all of your progress. I bet you're pleased with it too. Look at, there's my girl, Vanessa. She's got her hearts all wrapped up with some gift wrap. And there's my sweetheart, Tammy. Hi, happy Tammy Tuesday to you. Hello, Margaret. Margaret just made her first big batch of bone broth. And there's my girl, Cynthia from Buda, Texas. Who knew? And Mary Ann Cameron. Hello, Mary Ann. There's Danny. Everybody say hi to Danny. He helps get things done at Saving Dinner. He's a big asset to our team. And they're coming. Are you sharing this video, by the way? I love it when you share, and I love your hearts. The little heart loves is just, I love all about that. I'm all about that. Who else is here? Oh my goodness, I just dropped my quote, you guys. Come on, bring it in. Getting the quote. I'm back. Hi, Betsy. Betsy's doing so well. Everybody's saying hi to you, Danny. You're the king today. Is Tammy saying hi to you? So is Vanessa. You are on fire. Cheers. Anybody got hot milk going? There's my girl, Jan. Oh, I need more water in this. By the way, I always water mine down, so I'll tell you all about that too when we convene. And by the way, all of you sprinters, please go to the sprint group after our Facebook Live. I'm going to do a quick sprint and explain collagen loading and explain how to do a dirty fast. Okay, so if you want that information, I'm going to give you a real quick show and tell you all about it in the sprint group. Facebook Live in the sprint group after this. There's my girl, Roberta. Everybody say hi to Roberta. Roberta is one of my newest Nutri-Coaches. She's certified Nutri-Coach. She is the bomb.com. This woman can cook, and she's really wise and knows her stuff. Cynthia has shared this. Cynthia has. Let's get some people in here. I don't see enough folks, man. We gotta roll. We got things to do. We got amazing things to do today. Today is a big day. We're going to talk about procrastination because the holidays are coming. And boy, if there's one thing I know about is if you procrastinate, your holidays are going to get really intense in a way that's going to make you say, I don't like them, which I did for years. Cynthia always shares. Cynthia's a great friend. You need to order more. Okay, bring it on. Hot melt. Yes, hot melt meatloaf, hot melt everything. Look at, there's my girl Amy. Say hello to Amy, guys. Yay. Yes, this is so much fun. And here's Letha. And who is Gerald? Gerald seems to like me. Catherine is here too. Catherine's in the house. So is Pam. Hello. Hello, Karen. I'm so glad you're here all the way from Wales. And there's my girl Yvonne from Whittier. I could do this all day because it's so fun. It's romper room. But let's get on with the program here because we have things to do, girls. We have things to do. You know, Tuesday's a great day for a tip. Tuesday's a great day to take a look at what's going on. We've already passed our Monday. And sometimes, every once in a while, what happens is people throw that baby out with the bathwater and say, well, I messed up on Monday, so I'm just going to, there goes the rest of the day. And I don't want you to do that. Say hello to Donna Gwen Boardman, by the way. Donna and I went to high school together. We will not admit how old we are, but we're both youngish, right? Youngish. All right, so I just want to start out today with our quote of the week because our quote of the week is probably one of my top 5 quotes, my favorites that I look at, I think about, I meditate on, and the more I look at it, the more I love it. And it is this, it is little hinges swing big doors. That is from W. Clement Stone. And this quote, it moves me because it tells us so much and it gives hope. It gives a whole lot of hope, as a matter of fact, so that we can be courageous with the way that we do things, so that we can be courageous with the way that we approach our lives, and understand fully and well that it's just those little things in life that mean everything. Because those hinges that are on a great big door, and I don't care how big the door is, it's the little tiny hinges that make all the difference. Because even, somebody with a great big life that we all admire has the same need for hinges in his life or her life. We have to have control of those hinges so that that door will open and close effortlessly. And sometimes it's a little difficult, and sometimes it takes a whole heck of a lot of adjustment. But when we understand and we are confident in our ability and our toolbox and everything else that we have to adjust those hinges, everything makes a difference, doesn't it? Everything makes a difference. So I think Gerald's probably a troll. Might have to get rid of Gerald. Sorry, Gerald, but I don't know what you're up to. I just don't like it. So take a hike. All right, Body Clutter is the book that we oftentimes focus on, and we're focusing on it for a very good reason. You know what the reason is, right? We focus on it because this is the beginning of a journey for you to help unpack what's going on in your life. If you have food addiction problems, if you're consumed with the idea of food, if you can't control how you're eating or what you're eating, or that you keep falling back into bad habits. We get it. We understand it. This is from two women who've been in that journey with you, are still on that journey, and ready to get off the carousel of crazy. And you've heard me talk about that. That carousel of crazy is the place where you go. We've heard it called yo-yo dieting. I think yo-yo dieting is too much of an easy thing. To me, it is a carousel of crazy because it is up and down, it's round and around, and it's a constant. And what we find ourselves doing is getting on it and off it, on it and off it. Have you ever done that when you were a kid? Do you remember the merry-go-rounds at the things that you pushed and you got on there, and you'd get on it and you'd get off of it? Jumping off it and jumping on it were two big, playground feats that you accomplished. We don't want to just get on and off it. We want to unplug it. We want to dismantle it. We want to destroy it and throw it down a cliff and burn it, right? We want it out of our lives, because at the end of the day, we all want the same thing. We want to live optimized, healthy lives so that we can have the vibrancy in our lives that we desire, so that we can have everything that we want with our families, with our friends, with our mission in life, with our purpose to discover what they are. It's not about being a bikini model, guys. It's not. It's not about having abs of steel. It's not about all of that stuff. Certainly we want to be in shape. Certainly we want to be comfortable in our own skin. But what we want is that vibrancy in our lives. And to that end, we have to get rid of this addiction to food, this addiction and crazy making that we do with this food. And so today I want to talk about procrastination a little bit, because procrastination is what fits into this equation, doesn't it? Fits into this equation a lot. Whether we're talking about the holidays, whether we're talking about, exercise and movement, whether we're talking about a nutritious, healthy life, diet, if you will, we procrastinate. We put it off. We think when the time is perfect. And it's interesting because I saw in our sprint group, somebody had mentioned, well, I'll do this after the holidays. And then somebody else had popped up and said, hey, I know what that looks like. And it was so perfect the way she said this. Sorry about that, using that P word. But the P word being that, if we procrastinate and wait for something else, we basically give ourselves permission to do all the crazy making that has brought us to this place in the first place, right? We keep stirring that silly pot. We keep doing the things. So we say, well, just this once, I'm going to go through the drive-through. And to me, a drive-through is a drive-by. This is how you destroy your life. This is how you destroy your health. That food that's there, believe me, the cheaper they can make it, the better it is for them. Their bottom line is their finances. Your bottom line is your health. So we'd have two conflicting goals there. So let's remember that. Our mouths are not entertainment zones. Our mouths are made for fueling our bodies and blessing other people as much as we can. And that's an important aspect of who we are, as we up level and elevate our who we are, we have to do this with ourselves. We have to do this with our lives. We have to elevate our understanding, our education, and our knowing. This is how we clue into the knowing too. You know about that. Our knowing is the part that connects our head to our heart, and it overwhelms our sense of what is right and what is wrong, what is right for us and what is wrong for us. And we understand and connect all those dots. All of those dots, when they get connected, create a picture that's a lot different than what we thought. And when we understand that procrastination, when it feeds into that, and we put that procrastination in, we understand some of us we've procrastinated our whole lives. We've pushed off all this good, healthy stuff for just this once. We've pushed off all the things that we could be doing to build up our lives, to up-level our lives and our health for just this once, for this one donut, this one cookie, this one drive-through, this one thing, this one holiday. I don't want to put this stuff off anymore. I don't want you to put this stuff off anymore. Our lives have to mean more than just food, right? If we give our power away to food, like I told you the story before of me giving away my power to the peanut M&Ms in the front seat of my car, I recognized in that moment how gobsmacked I was by the whole thing and how horrified I was that 4 peanut M&Ms, the things that I would do for those stupid peanut M&Ms, was just ridiculous, and it had to stop. This was part of the genesis of body clutter for both Marla and I. That was part of my personal journey. She has her own stories, but the things that just came tumbling out. And you know what the bottom of it all was? Procrastination. Putting off your life, putting off your power, putting off your health, putting off getting out of the body that's making you uncomfortable and pain. And it's putting off all of the good things that you want in order to support a habit, an addiction, a lifestyle that is continually harmed, continually lit our bodies on fire with inflammation, continually giving us pain and excuses for not being in family pictures or not doing things with our families and not having the life we want. It's sad and it's hurtful and it's painful. But procrastination is just that. Procrastination holds us hostage. Procrastination isn't in our best interests ever. Can you ever think of a time and look back and say, well, I procrastinated, but I did a really good job with that at the end? But it was okay because it worked out. Procrastination robs us of our time because we spend so much time making excuses not to do the thing we really need to be doing right now because our minds are obsessed with procrastinating, doing one other thing and being, I've told you about all the procrastination things. How many of us have been wrapped up with procrastination? How many of us have pushed off the things that we know are going to help us? We're going to help our health, our waistlines, our lives, our family, our friends, our jobs, even. All of these things, when we procrastinate, we're basically saying you can take a back seat. You can be my family, my friends, my waistline, my health. You can all take a back seat to this thing that means nothing. Yes, it is a huge monkey on your back. Amy, it's exactly right. It's a huge monkey on everyone's back. As a matter of fact, just see a herd of monkeys. Think about the flying monkeys in The Wizard of Oz. We all have the flying monkeys. At any time, we can release them though. We can say we're done with that. We have to look procrastination in the eye and say, get out, enough. Stop harming myself. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to play another game of Candyland just this once, or just this once go through the drive-through again, or just this once eat the Oreos in the pantry, even though they're stale. Have you ever noticed that? That sometimes we'll even go to extraordinary lengths in our procrastination to eat something even that's not even worth our time, that's really should be in the trash. It's not even worth our time. It's stale, it's old, but we don't care. Susie says, it's kept me from finding success in my life. Susie, you're not the only one. Procrastination is a thief. It's the thief of your time. It's the thief of your life. It's the thief of your health. And procrastination in any form is something that we just simply have to handle daily. We have to. We have to say, no to that. We have to say, and I'll give you an exercise of something that you can do today. You can go to savingdinner.com/Thanksgiving and pick up your Thanksgiving menu. In it, you will get everything. Whatever style you're eating, whether you're keto, low carb, regular, classic family, it'll give you everything. Instead of putting off your Thanksgiving meal and thinking I'll get it done next week, get it done right now. You can pick up all your stuff that's not going to rot in your refrigerator. You can pick everything up with the exception of the fresh stuff. Go get it. If you get it, you'll have it all there. And guess what? In it, there is everything. There's everything. There's the Thanksgiving timeline. There's this troubleshooting. It's going to show you how to do everything. You can do this. Yesterday, remember I shared how to do the serving pieces. Get the serving pieces out. Look at what you need. Get your stuff ironed. Here's the thing you need to know. I know what it's like to have it feels like a literal gun to your head. It's not, but it feels like a gun to your head. Procrastination puts you under pressure. Procrastination gives you stress and takes away something that should be joyful and fun and makes it so that everybody around you is uptight and scared and nervous. Oh, mom's on that thing again. But if you just get these certain things done and get them done a little bit ahead of time, a little bit each day, you could be watching your favorite television program tonight. I'm not going to say don't watch it. Go watch it. But put up the ironing board and iron all your linens and get them done now. Wouldn't you rather do that than freaking out and screaming at everybody in your family because you procrastinated this holiday and telling everybody, hurry up, get your stuff put away, and be ironing away and just mean as an alley cat? You don't need to do that. And if one thing I can do is help you to not be a shrew and have your kids have this idea that our mom's just like this raving banshee, you don't have to do that. Just procrastination puts you in that position. But procrastination can also, when you say no to procrastination, pull yourself out of that. It's awesome. Tracy says she's buying pantry items for Thanksgiving this week. Absolutely. All your pantry items should be bought. You can buy all the heavy cream. You can buy the eggs. You can buy the butter. You can buy all the things. The only thing you can't buy is your fresh produce. How about that? If everything's ready to go. And let me just say, you want to hear something? I have been doing this for 19 years. My Saving Dinner for the Holidays book came out in 2007. Guess what? Every single year, and probably in 2005 is when I gave my first Thanksgiving menu mailer out. Here's the thing that you need to understand. People have this tendency to go to the store and try to buy a Thanksgiving turkey the day before. And guess what happens? They find that all the fresh ones are gone and all that's left is a frozen one. And guess what, you guys? You can't get that thing unfrozen in a day. It needs a couple of days. So not getting your Thanksgiving, if you're going to get a frozen Thanksgiving turkey, fine, but put it in the refrigerator right now and let it just slowly thaw. Put it in a bag and put it on a platter or something, because it will juice out all over the place. Don't ask me how. It just happens. Somebody was asking what the cards are. I'm saying when you know what your menu is and you have all of your serving dishes, pull all your serving dishes out and put on a 3x5. This is cranberry sauce. This is mashed potatoes, green beans, whatever it is, and put it all in the serving dishes. Put all the serving dishes on top of the refrigerator, wherever you can store them, so that when it's time at the very end, when you're trying to serve it up and everybody comes into the kitchen, you can help them out. They can help you out without you having to turn around and say what's going on if you're last minute making the gravy or whatever it is. And get the serving utensils as well and put them in there. It's just so much easier. So much easier. Make it happen. You can practice not procrastinating by this holiday. The other thing I want you to practice on is take back your life. Take back your life. Why wouldn't we practice taking back our lives? We procrastinate and we don't look at what the world holds for us, do we? We look at, here comes the holidays, it's after Christmas, and we start thinking between Christmas and New Year's, we're getting rid of, like this, all the rest of the food. Then we get on the scale on December 31st, freak out, can't get our dress on we're supposed to wear to the New Year's Eve party. It won't zip. No matter what kind of Spanx we have on. I don't care if it's supersonic Spanx with kryptonite in it, which, believe me, this was me and this is my story. I've done this. There is a traditional 7 to 13 pounds of weight gain for a lot of people from Halloween, which is why I said don't take that candy pledge, to New Year's Day. And this is where everybody is in that sea of regret. I'm thinking, oh, here we go. And I've got all this weight to lose. Not only do I have the weight that I gained last year, but now I've added my holiday weight. And I'm saying, stop it. Let's not do that. Let's pull the plug now. Let's stay with the sprint. Let's do the things that we know are going to make us feel good, that are going to make us feel good about ourselves. Because here's something else that happens. This is part of that procrastination spiral, right? Procrastination takes place when we feel bad too. It takes place when we feel bad because we've put on yet more weight, and we see all these things, and we just we don't even want to deal with it anymore, do we? We just get disgusted, and we get kind of blind. We're not going to look at it anymore. And I'm saying no to that. And that's why I want to do this exercise with you it's going to be December 7th, I believe. It's a Thursday night at 7 p.m. For anybody who owns the Take Back Your Life journal, or you want to buy it, it's $15 PDF. You can, for the rest of your life, use this. I break down the whole idea of this, instead of doing these New Year's resolutions that we all maybe write out and then never look at again. We break down the year into 3-month increments. And we break down our big goals into the 3-month thing. And you know what happens with that? It makes it doable. It makes us so we don't want to procrastinate anymore. Procrastination, putting things off. What is putting things off anyway? It's a cop-out. It's a cop-out. It's opting out of your life. It's opting out of now. It is. Procrastination is saying that you don't care enough about your life right now in the present to deal with it and to deal with your health and to deal with all the other things. We can't do that. To procrastinate is to say we don't care. To procrastinate is to take all of our goals, all of our dreams, all of our everythings that are on a high level, all the things that mean something to us, and put it on a way lower level. And you know what happens when we do that? We feel bad about ourselves. We feel hopeless. We lose our power. We feel pitiful instead of powerful. And procrastination in any form, and we talk about in body clutter, procrastinate, that constipation is the ultimate form of body clutter procrastination, isn't it? You can't poop, you feel pretty bad, don't you? Well, think about everything in your life from that procrastination, constipation viewpoint. It just shows you just how awful procrastinating is. And that we can't just say, whatever. I just roll with the tide. I just do this. I just do that. Really? Is that the level of life you want? Is that where you want to live your life? I don't. Because mediocrity is the result of procrastination, and I am striving for excellence in my life. And that's where I invite you to come to the place of excellence. Be excellent. Don't be perfect. That's the other side of paradise. We'll see that forever and ever, amen, won't we? But right now, it's just all about excellence. And when we're in the excellent zone, we're not procrastinating. When we're in the excellent zone, everything matters. And when we're in the excellent zone, heart, body, and soul, when we understand that little hinges swing big doors, and we're applying that excellent point to our physical self, our spiritual self, and our emotional self, things start to come together. And it's better. It's much better than what it was. There's joy replaces that hopelessness. Everything that we thought was that we were getting out of procrastinating suddenly becomes a distant memory. And that approaching these things and getting on a healthy way of living right now in the face of the holidays is saying that you care about your body, you care about your family, you care about these things that are on that level that you've talked about forever and ever. This year I'm gonna sometimes get supplanted with, oh, just this once. One little cookie won't matter. One little this won't matter. One little that won't matter. Will it? What it does is it chips away at your self-esteem. It chips away at your integrity. You know why it chips away at that? Because you break the promises that you've made to yourself. And at the end of the day, you can't even trust yourself anymore. And if you can't trust yourself, where does that put you? It puts you in the hopeless place. And I say to you, no more. Because if you understand better, you can do better. If you know what you need to do, you can do it. You can do it. You can actually apply that. And I'm here to help you with that. And I want to help you with taking back your life. I want to help you with everything. Catherine just says, can you do just one bite? Can do just one bite sets you up for gluttonous behavior. If that's you, then that you know. Some people, just that bite, I understand what you're saying, Catherine. She's saying she can't have just one bite. It'll set her up for gluttonous behavior. This is why when we talk about fasting, and I'm going to talk about dirty fasting in the sprint group in just a minute, when we have parameters on ourselves and rules for ourselves and rules for the way we live our lives, it's like having those bumpers. You know, I've talked about this a lot. You know, you take a kid, I got to wrap up. When you take a kid to the bowling alley for a birthday or whatever, you don't take a 6-year-old and say, now go hit the ball down the thing here. Go hit those strikes down, hit those pins down there. Most likely, if you go to a birthday party or something and there's a bunch of little kids, they're going to have bumpers up. They're going to have bumpers up and down those lanes. And you know why? Because it's discouraging to constantly throw a ball and get gutter balls. It's no fun. They want to actually hit the target. They want to hit those pins and get them down. Even if it goes from side to side, at least the ball went all the way down. And all of us need our bumpers. We need to put bumpers up. We also need to understand and know our inner nutritional guru. If one bite means that's going to hold you, that's going to be the best thing in the whole world forever and ever, amen, then that's your way. You do one bite. But if you know that one bite means that it's downhill all the way from here, then stop. Don't go one bite. Don't do just one thing. You know yourself. And I get so tired of these gurus coming out of the woodwork telling you everything in moderation. You should be able to have 1 ounce of chocolate a day. You need to be able to do this. Don't say no to yourself. Just don't deny yourself. Some of us need to. Some of us are like raging alcoholics when it comes to certain foods. And if that's you, then put your bumpers up, girlfriend. Put them up. And stop listening to these people. And this is the other thing that I want to do more than anything in the whole world. I want you to know how powerful you are. And I don't care if somebody with all the credentials behind them comes behind you and says, you can do this. You can do that. You can have this in moderation. You can have 1 ounce of chocolate. You can have a cookie. And they're giving you grand permission. You have the ability to stand up and say, no, not for me. It doesn't work out. That's your power, sister. Grab it back. Quit giving it away to the gurus and hold on to your power. It's all about a personalized plan for you. Always about your personalized journey. Always. And if you don't personalize it, you will forever be ping-ponging all over the world looking for that one guru who's going to take you to the promised land. And I'm going to tell you one thing. If it hasn't worked out yet, it's not going to work out in the future. So it's up to you. It's up to you and your power and your knowing. Connect with that. Connect with that and know what works for you and what doesn't. So procrastination will lead you down the path of mediocrity and will rob you of your life. Get it back. Take back your life right now. Take it back. It's yours to declare right now. It is yours. And the minute you decide that you want it back is when things start to change. Set up your bumpers along those the alleyways of your bowling alleys, put up the bumpers and know yourself and know what it is that you need in order to succeed in what you want. Procrastination's never going to give you a life you want, ever. It's going to rob you blind till one day you're, the end is close and you're thinking, wow, what happened here? What happened? And it's not about what you do. It's not about what you say. It's about what you do. And your saying needs to match your doing. When we're in congruity with ourselves, heart, mind, and soul, when we're in congruity with what we're saying is the same thing as what we're doing, we're at peace with ourselves. We're at peace with ourselves and things are coming together. And I don't care if you've got 300 pounds to lose. I don't care if your life is a shambles right now and everything and you just can't make sense of it. When you decide right now today that it's your life and you have the ability to have the power over what happens in it, then you can start putting the pieces back together again and never again allow procrastination to rob you blind. That's what I want for you. And that's what I'm here to help you do. This is I've known this to work for in my own life, and I know it's going to work in yours. So I hope you will join me for the Take Back Your Life journey, our workshop that's going to happen on Thursday, December 7th. And I hope that you're a part of the sprint. That's savingdinner.com/sprint. And if you need a Thanksgiving menu, I've got free ones for you, sister. Lots of free stuff. Go print them out. However you eat, go to savingdinner.com/Thanksgiving. It's all right there. Everything to help you. And I'm here to help you too. Reach out and let me know you've got a question and I will answer it. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I promise I'll see you on Wednesday. If you're a part of the sprint group, hang out. Go back to the sprint group, onto the Facebook group. And I'm going to teach you a little bit about dirty fasting. I'm doing it today with collagen loading. It's really fun. Okay? Bye.